Hey mamas, hey daddies, how are y'all? Hope y'all are doing well. It's She Reads Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I'm about to take a 7-day break just to, become whole with the mind, body, and spirit. So I'm not going to be posting for 7 days or looking at any kind of tarot or any kind of social media for the next 7 days. Okay, so before I take my short leave of absence, I did want to give you all something to look forward to this week as well. When it comes to your connection with your spirit baby, I'm trying to get more connected to my spirit baby. I started practice some of the meditations that I share with you all. And I noticed that when I was doing the meditation, which one was it? When I was doing the calling chant, where you inhale from the top of your head to the base of your spine, I was noticing that when I was trying to pull the breath from my head to the base of my spine, like my air would stop about right here. Like I couldn't really get it past the throat and heart chakra. So I'm working on, expressing myself freely and being open, being vulnerable, so I can get the right color in my aura to bring my baby into the earthly realm. Because I've been getting that she's waiting for a specific color in my aura. So I feel like she's waiting for, something about that blue-green she's waiting for, okay? All right, so let's see what messages your spirit want to communicate for the week to come and what we need to do in regarding to these messages. All right, spirit babies, guardian angels, spirit guides, and the Most High, if you could meet with me at this moment and bring out the messages that need to be heard for the next 7 days. Out of this side, we have the contract was just delayed, and I am destined to live in the city or a specific city. Okay. All right. So let's get some energy around this baby and what we need to know about this contract being delayed, and we're gonna start there first. Okay. So I'm gonna use my awakened deck for the contract was just delayed. All right, spirit baby, guides, and guardian angels, can you help us understand about the contract being delayed? The contract was just delayed. Okay. All right. So 2 of Cups. All right. So you could actually be in a dynamic with someone right now and looking forward to having this baby. And I feel like your baby may approve of this connection, and they're letting you know that they approve of this connection, and that before it was just delayed, but now you are in the energy of it, of the contract moving forward. Yeah, with the Ace of Wands here, you're in alignment with moving forward, or this is also like a fertility card. So yeah, and the 4 of Wands. Oh shit, that's some good stuff right there. Fertility and foundation, marriage, just something to celebrate. It's really giving me twin flame connection. All right, so let's go into my deck, the Hoodoo Tarot deck. See what we need to know about this 2 of Cups, and the contract was just delayed. Spirit, what can you tell us about the 2 of Cups and the contract was just delayed? got the Father of Knives. And that Father of Knives did a cartwheel. It landed upside down. And when the Father of Knives upside down, that could be someone that's, really aloof, stoic, set in their ways, can't really tell them anything. If this is the masculine, like masculine could have, very toxic masculinity, like just very manly and want to do things on their own. We have the Father of Sticks here. So like this person could be like very passionate, very open when it comes to like intimacy, but like I said, their communication is a little off. All right, Spirit, tell me more about the Two of Cups and this Father of Knives in reverse for the contract was just delayed. Two of Cups and the contract was just delayed with the Father of Knives. What's this about? Two of Cups and the Father of Knives. Alright, so we got the Nine of Baskets and the Five of Knives. So, like, this Father of Knives could either, like, this could be you or this could be someone you're dealing with. This could be a daddy. This could be your child's potential father. Or this could be someone that you dealt with before. But it looks like that this, like someone in this dynamic is making amends with the past, they could be cutting off like toxic addictions, attachments to certain things, certain ideas, identities. Yeah, it looks like they are getting to a place where they are going to be ready to, do whatever, start over and get to this place where you all want to be with the Eight of Knives. That's about liberation. All right, Spirit, tell me more about the Father of Knives in reverse and the Nine of Baskets. Father of Knives in reverse and the Nine of Baskets. Father of Knives in reverse and Two of Cups. Nine of Baskets. Alright, so toxic. Yeah, drama, arguments, incompatible. Yeah, like I said, this is like the Father of Knives in reverse. And so when they're upright, they're very wise, they're very intelligent, they're very, they're really good with their words, communication is on point. But with it in reverse, like I said, you and this person could have like a lot of arguments, just a lot of drama and just some things that were brought to the table that like you just couldn't see yourself compatible with when it came to this person. Like maybe something like some of the things that they loved or that they saw as wish fulfillment, it wasn't aligned with where you were at or something like that. But with nurturing at the bottom of the deck, mentorship, wisdom, and giving back, I feel like this person is getting to a place where their ego isn't so strong. Like they could have went through, something that had them, made them sit with themselves, that made them feel hopeless. It could have got really dark. But I feel like now this person is coming into this time where they're going to show some type of intimacy and be ready to live in the moment with you. And they're going to come out of this, come out of the clouds, Yeah, this is your soulmate. Alright, so let's get some final messages for this. The contract was just delayed. Contract was just delayed. Contract was just delayed. Okay, this baby needs to go full term, mommy, but they feel like you need them. So you might want to contact this baby's guardian angel to see what it is that you need to do so that this baby can go full term. You could be due in July, getting pregnant in July. I connect to you through your emotions. You could have, like, your emotions, you know, could fluctuate a little bit, or, you know, out of nowhere, you could just be feeling some type of way about something, or, you know, you could react or feel a type of way about something that you never felt or before and not sure why. And it's because your baby is wanting you to feel that type of way towards whatever it is, okay? They want you to speak up or, you know, take action about something or see how you're going to react towards something. This child expressed beauties through art, music, or movement. And they said that you could have been romantic partners with this spirit baby before. It said that you all knew love in another form, and now it returns as conditional, okay? So we have conditional love coming in here. All right, more messages on the contract was just delayed with the Two of Cups. More messages for the contract was just delayed with the Two of Cups. Heart chakra, open your heart. I'm already here. Healing, grief, forgiveness, compassion. Okay. Okay. This baby says they're worried about you and daddy right now. Okay. Something about the restriction of the flow to the conception cradle has been, there's a restriction to the flow. Something is blocking the flow to the conception cradle. We have life contract met. You're meant to adopt me. All right. And like I said, whenever this comes out and I see, you know, something about a couple here, like I said, you or your partner could have, you know, children with someone else, and you could be meaning to, you know, blend families and, you know, put in some kind of paperwork to, you know, put guardianship or some kind of, you know, legal paperwork when it comes to, you know, your person's child or something like that. All right. Anything else on the contract was just delayed. This could be a water sign, baby. This child has another child that they want to come with them as well. All right, and this child also needs you to feel safe and supported. So, you know, financial stability, a certain home, and to release fear. All right, so, you know, you get pregnant, you definitely need to be able to, you know, have that. I forgot what the actual cord is called. I think it's like a conception cord. But you want to make sure that that is rooted when your baby does decide to come over, so that, you know, nothing can unroot you. Okay? Alright. And I come in with two contracts, conception and life. Okay? So with this energy, like I said, if this is all one energy, like I said, you have a baby that was just waiting for, you know, something to work itself out within a relationship. This week, they want to know if another spirit baby can come too. Do you have room in your life for them and another? Because, like, usually when this happens, if you are only open to having just them and they, you know, are the guardian, or they, you know, support someone in the spirit baby realm, they might not come if you don't, you know, accept their little companion. Okay. I come in with 2 contracts, conception and life. So this could be also someone that is meaning to adopt, or a child that has a birth mother and a mother that's going to help them heal their karma, okay? So if you have a child and you come to the feeling that you feel like you need to adopt your child, if that is something that is like lingering in your mind, then you can do that. But it also can be like the child, like I said, could have been born through your person's partner, and you are meant to be in this child's life and help them fulfill their destiny, okay? All right, spirit baby. So, what can this dynamic do? Why are you worried about daddy right now? Why are you worried about daddy right now? Why are you worried about daddy right now? Okay, we got courting. All right, so courting is about, making sure that the person that you bring into your life, or that you are wanting to have a family with, is someone that is aligned with what you feel like family is. Like, what we have? Yeah, we got the mother of sticks and the Hierophant on the deck. So yeah, this is about making sure that you are holding yourself and whoever you bring into your life accountable with, like, the ethics or whatever you look up to, you subscribe to, whatever. Like, just making sure that you both are like kind of on the same page when it comes to having a family. Okay, tell me more about, you're worried about daddy and courting. 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 Alright, so we got Dr. Buzzer, and that also like flipped over. So with Dr. Buzzer in reverse, like I said, this father figure could be, like I said, just unbalanced, doing something that is unfair, unjust, and your baby is not liking that. Your baby is looking for this person to find more balance, to be more moderate, to be able to be open to taking criticism, just have a more balanced perspective, because with the Father of Knives in reverse, like, this person, like, getting through to this person is like talking to a wall. Alright, so what can you tell me about Dr. Buzzer and courting and worried about dad's thoughts? Dr. Buzzer and courting and worried about dad's thoughts. Okay then. Alright, so this person could just be going through some kind of legalities, and they're worried about how it's going to affect their money, and they could be, taking out the stress of these legalities on the relationship. Okay. We got spilled tea, secrets exposed, gossip spreading, leaked information, oops is out with recharge, and divine intervention. So yeah, like I feel like this week, like maybe a discussion is going to be had about what's going on in this legal situation. Maybe it's something that you don't absolutely know the whole truth about. Let's see. Spirit, tell me more about courting, got the buzzer in reverse, and payday. Courting, got the buzzer, and payday. Courting, got the buzzer, and payday on red. So like this person could like be ignoring you, or you could not be talking to them, but somebody is waiting for someone to respond to them. But you got divine timing, so patience is required on whatever this connection is. Just trust the process and know that when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Just continue to focus on your stability, that root chakra being rooted in, okay? All right, because you don't want to move something too fast and end up getting gaslighted or, you know, not fully understanding something. So definitely don't rush anything, because someone, you know, is still hiding their feelings about something. Someone still needs to face their inner child regarding something. All right, Spirit, what's your advice on your word about dad stops? What's your advice? What's your advice? What's your advice? And if you want to chill, just continue to work. Continue to focus on what you got going on. Yeah. How do I got these cards? Yeah. Focus on what it is that you got going on. We got the Ace of Baskets at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Like, you could know that someone is holding back from you or not showing you requited love. You could have also experienced like a miscarriage before. And like now, like, you're just trusting in divine timing, trusting your intuition that when it's time for you to, you know, plant the seed to bring your baby into this world, that the Most High is going to grant you that. And I agree. They just want you to build your confidence back up and get your money stacked. And they want your man to get his thoughts together. Or daddy, they want you to get your thoughts together. Alright. Okay. Can you tell me anything about can they come to? Can they come to? Can they come to? Can they come to? 7 of Baskets. Okay. So yeah, someone wants clarity, wants to, you know, wants clarity on if this other baby can come to. Like, you may be having like dreams that there's another child, or you could feel like multiple energies in your energy. But like, I really feel like you're about to see some results. Like, something is about to, you're about to see some kind of progress when it comes to like your healing or some kind of blessing. Yeah, when it comes to your family. Yeah. Like, this is, I feel like this is an addition that you really want to have. Right, can you tell me anything else about the Seven of Baskets, and can they come too? Well, that nice. This child wants you to, make a decision and let them know if this other child can come too. Like, I don't know, like this other child could have, went through some kind of bad ending, or, faced abandonment or something, but they feel like you are the one that is meant to heal whatever this baby is going through. You are capable of meeting the needs and assisting this other child with facing their karma. Okay, can you tell me more about this? I came in with 2 contracts and what was it? You're meant to adopt. What was it exactly? Yeah, life contract met, you're meant to adopt me. Can you tell me more about this energy, spirit? The life contract met, you're meant to adopt, and I came in with 2 contracts, conception and life. Can you tell me more about this energy? Okay, the Fool. All right. So this is about taking a leap of faith. Like this could be something that you are indecisive about, or not sure exactly what you want to do or how you want to go about it. But I feel like this is a transformation that is needed to overcome, some kind of ego or something that you're just meant to do to fulfill the contract. Yeah, we got the Queen of Pentacles at the top of the deck. So you're very nurturing, very, you know how to take care. You're the mother figure. Like this is like the ultimate mother figure, very nurturing, spoiling, just making sure that their baby is good. This is the perfect queen to adopt a child. And then we have the Page of Pentacles right behind it. So that's also a child. So this child that you could be looking to adopt could be an earth child. Like I said, or you could be dealing with an air sign male, which is already out here, but he's upright in this up-waking deck. You could be adopting a child or helping raise a child that you have with this air sign masculine, okay? Yeah. All right, anything else you can tell me about this Fool energy, spirit? Let me get out of here, y'all. Yeah, Judgment. Yeah, this is something that you are being called to do. And I feel like when you get this calling, like this is the opportunity that you're going to take. Okay. And then we got a Queen of Pentacles. So you could be like getting married to this person, and that's what's going to launch this, adoption. Yeah, we got the Sun here at the top of the deck. Yeah. Yeah, we got the Sun, the Hermit, the Devil, and the 8 of Cups. So yeah, some new beginning could be happening in the next 7 days, where somebody is coming out of hermit mode. Someone is done dealing with these, toxic attachments and deciding to free themselves, it looks like, with the 8 of Cups here and the 8 of Wands. So once they decide to break loose of whatever this is, it looks like they're going to be communicating to you. Yeah. Emperor energy. They're ready to take control. They're ready to sow the seed. Okay? Ready to celebrate and, stand up against any anybody that, or anything that is trying to get in the way. They are going to go through some kind of transformation to be in the place they need to be. Alright, so let me pause this. I'm gonna clean up. We're gonna see if we can get some letters on the city, and get some traits on who this is for and about. But let me pause this, clean up, and we'll do that, okay? Alright, y'all, so I'm back. Let's see if Spirit can give us enough letters to give us some clarity on the city that this baby wants to live in. Give us some clarity on who this message is for and about, so we can take what is for us and leave what is not. So you could get a lot of compliments on your smile, or you could compliment your person on their smile. Someone could have a Libra Venus. Okay, something about a road trip could be significant. Or you and your person could be taking a road trip, or you know, you and this person could have took a road trip recently. Someone could have green eyes. Someone could have wigs. Someone could need you to bail them out some kind of way. Tell me more about I'm destined to live in a city. Alright, someone could live in a hotel right now. Someone could have a criminal background of, you know, B&Es, breaking and entering. Could be feeling seen right now, feeling noticed, or someone can make you feel that way. Someone could be a scammer. You haven't met any of their family or friends. You took it a step further with this person, but it's something that you know haven't done in a long time, or you know, a boundary that you haven't let pass, like whether it's sexually, emotionally, whatever. This person, you took it a step further with them. Someone, you might not like their mother. With this energy, what it's giving me, what is bringing to my head intuitively now, with that courting and justice in reverse. Like I said, some of you could have been in a dynamic that just was not for this baby, okay? And your next contract just required another person, and that's just talking about like your past. So like that could be that energy, like you could be closing out like some kind of cycle with like a ex-husband, pending ex-husband or something like that, and the spirit baby is just, you know, chiming in on that. Some of y'all, this could be like, it just depends on your timeline, okay? Alright, tell us more about who this is for, and anything you can tell us about the city if you want. I think I'm gonna make a deck with just letters. So, like when I want help with spelling out a name, or in this case, a place, we can get that. This could be a little boy that, for some of you, a mama's boy. That number 9 or September could be significant. We have October, Libra here as well. And we have that Father of Knives, so something about a Libra could definitely be significant. Okay, the letter K could be significant. Someone could like you a whole lot more than you like them, and there is September Libra, so for sure a Libra is significant. We have H as well, and February could be significant. And like this KH is giving me, like I live in North Carolina, so it's giving me, it's making me think of Kitty Hawk. I'm not sure if anyone lives near or thinking about moving to Kitty Hawk. That's what that makes me think. And I did like a reading right before I did this one that I was gonna post as my last one, but like I just felt like it was scattered and all over the place, so I did not post it. But that one was about someone who really hasn't made up their mind if they want to have another baby, and the baby feels it. The baby, like you had a miscarriage before, and the card that came out was maybe next lifetime. They said that because like I said, maybe you haven't healed from the miscarriage, or they just are not sure, you know, exactly what you want to do. Alright, someone could have alert silence. Someone could be Leo's son. I don't want to share. Okay, hold on. Okay, we got the letter U. A beach trip could be significant. Fast money, light skin. The letter R. Alright. You could have met someone online. Someone could have extended periods of D&D. The number 5 could be significant. Someone could have no kids. 5, that could be the number of kids that you and your person have together total, or which y'all will have together total. Okay, and we have locks. So we have locks and wigs. We have HURK, if that, you know, rings any bells for anyone. But this is what I have for y'all. I'm gonna pull a divine timing message for this spread and see what comes out. And I'm gonna close this out, and I will see y'all in 7 days. Ooh, I need this break, y'all, because I am really I'm exhausted. Yeah, in that other reading I was getting like Rutgers as well. Rutgers. Alright, Spirit, can you give us some timing on this spread? Timing on the spread. Timing on the spread. Alright. Release attachment to timing. The month of January could be significant. Double confirmation about around July could be significant for something. Alright, and something about August. Something could have happened in August, and you could be seeing results within a month. Okay, and springtime. Alright, y'all, so that's what I have for y'all. I'll check y'all out in a week. Take care, and work on that relationship so baby can feel comfortable. I love y'all. Bye.